In a case about hot air, the Supreme Court ruled the EPA is full of it. In a 6-3 ruling, Justice ruled the Environmental Protection Agency does not have broad, unilateral authority to regulate power plant greenhouse gas emissions without an okay from Congress first. The Obama administration tried to implement bolder rules through the EPA to regulate the amount of carbon dioxide power plants can send into the air. Chief Justice John Roberts wrote, "A decision of such magnitude and consequence rests with Congress itself, not an unelected agency." The Biden administration planned to offer new additional rules this summer. The decision will be a setback. In her dissent, Justice Elena Kagan, appointed by Obama, wrote, "Whatever else this court may know about, it does not have a clue about how to address climate change." Two people who do have a clue are Betsy Rosenberg, co-founder of GreenTV.com, and Alex Epstein, founder of the Central for Industrial Progress. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Betsy, let's start with you. The court said the EPA overreached and did so at the direction of the executive branch, a check and balance. Why not just go to Congress now?
Because Congress has shown that it's completely incapable of acting on climate change. And climate change is getting worse by the day. The heat waves, the droughts, everything that you see around you is a result of climate change in terms of extreme weather events. So Congress doesn't want to act. This is really just they're kicking the carbon can down the road. It's basically just saying, we'll make sure that we don't do anything, probably until it's too late. And it is late in the game.
Alex, there are many reasons for this, and some people might not even realize this, but America's carbon dioxide emissions are falling in power generation. So I ask you this, perhaps the regulations are part of that?
It's part of it. It's also competition from natural gas, but it doesn't make it right to do something totally unconstitutional. Congress didn't pass anything giving authority to regulate CO2. They had the opportunity to, among other times, in 1990. And the hubris of people like Betsy in this movement who've said, hey, we don't trust Congress. Congress can't be trusted, so we're going to dictate the policy. They think that they're so smart, but actually they're ignorant, and they have caused a global energy crisis by artificially restricting the supply of fossil fuels and pretending that unreliable solar and wind could replace them. And that was totally fake. And I've been saying this for 10 years, and this is why we now have shortages and a global energy crisis. So the Obama thing was a total unconstitutional disaster and an economic disaster.
Betsy, I see you shaking your head. I want to give you a chance to respond.
I cannot believe in mid-2022, when 99.9% of all climate scientists, which I don't think you are, Alex, I saw that you studied computer science in college, doesn't make you an expert on climate change. I'm not a scientist either, but I believe science. And we have a problem in this country with eco-illiteracy and science illiteracy, and this kind of just really distorting of the situation does not help. And we have no time to waste. I mean, do you not understand what's happening? I was just in Rome last week. The river is so low you can almost see the sand. They declared a state of emergency. They call it state of calamity there because the Lazio region, which Rome is in, is so dry. And a heat wave just went across Europe twice. We just went through 2 heat waves here while I was away. I mean, records are breaking and temperatures are melting. It's just beyond belief. We have 420 parts per million of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere right now. It's gone up exponentially quickly compared to what happened before the last 20 to 50 years. I mean, what about that is normal? And by the way, every time you see extreme weather,
I need some time to respond because it's a short segment.
Alex, I'll give you time to respond. Let's let Betsy finish what she was saying.
I just want to say, thank you. There's a signature. When you see somebody in Oklahoma or Texas who's been hit by a tornado, a hurricane, a fire, extreme wildfires are a huge problem. When they say we've never seen anything like this, we can't prepare for this. We can't build back. Whole towns and parts of cities have been leveled like Hiroshima bombs from the storms on steroids that we've never seen before. What about that is a joke?
Alex?
Not very funny.
Yeah, so I think
you're not taking it seriously.
Well, I mean, intellectually, the way you're approaching it is a joke, but it's not a funny joke. And so I mentioned at the beginning, you're ignoring the benefits of fossil fuels, which has caused an energy crisis. You didn't address that at all. As I've pointed out to you before, you're ignoring the fact that we're actually safer than ever from climate-related disasters. This is documented by nonpartisan organizations. You're evading this. The climate catastrophe movement evades this. It's just a fact that climate-related disaster deaths are down 98% over the last century.
Maybe on another planet.
Fuels,
maybe on another planet, not Earth.
No, hold on. I get to speak. I thought I was going to get.
Hang on, Alex.
This is
Betsy,
documented. I'm happy to send you the references in Fossil Future. It's very, very important for us to know that we're safer from climate than ever because of fossil fuels. The fact that we've warmed the planet 1 degree does not mean a catastrophe unless you have this primitive religious view that change is evil and hellish just because we caused it. The Earth is a much better place. We're safer than ever from climate. And the only thing going wrong is the energy policies that you support are starving people around the world.
All right, Betsy, very quickly, about 10 seconds. I'll let
you're doing a very good job for the Koch brothers who support you and fund you.
Incorrect. Another incorrect statement.
There are so
Why don't you do some reading?
That will deny climate. I can't believe you want to come on TV and just say black is white, up is down. You're wrong. You're not a climate scientist.
Again, this book will teach you how to think clearly about the issues.
Guys, we could talk about this.
Waste my time.
Guys, we could talk about this and argue about this for some time. Thank you for your time.
Dangerous lies.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.